Ciao everybody, NZ Blazing back with another video. As I thought I'd do this year's playoffs, like the border, so I thought I'd do the playoff run and see how far every team can get, simulated by 2K. We've got it on 12-minute quarters, no injuries, Hall of Fame difficulty, and just no injuries and all that. Anyway, we'll get into it as we got Denver getting the first seed in the West, Minnesota with the 8th seed after the play-in, Phoenix Suns against the Clippers for the 4th and 5th seed, and then Sacramento got the 3rd seed, first in Golden State with the 6th seed, and then Memphis Lakers, and then it's Milwaukee Bucks. They got the 1st seed in the East against Miami, they got the 8th seed in the East. Then Cleveland, New York, Philly, Brooklyn, and Boston, Atlanta. So we'll simulate game 1 of Denver versus Minnesota. So we'll simulate game 1. And Denver take that game 1-0. So Denver are up, Phoenix are up, Golden State are up, Memphis are up, Milwaukee's up, Cleveland's up, and so is Philly, and so is Atlanta. So we'll check the box scores of those. So a few box score. Jamal Murray went off for 31, 5 and 6. Jokic dropped 26, 16 and 9 to get the 122-117 win in game 1 over the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards dropped 24, 5 and 5. Naz Reid got 22. Connolly 21, 2 and 8. Towns struggled with 16, 5 and 7. And we'll look at the Phoenix Clippers first game. Phoenix Suns ended up winning 126-118. KD put up 24, 7 and 5 with 3 steals and 3 blocks. CP3 with 17, 5 and 5. Devin Booker with 17, 5 and 7. Then Kawhi Leonard with 23, 5 and 6. 21, 5 and 5 for Paul George. Norman Powell with 19. Russell Westbrook struggled with 11, 4 and 3 in game 1. Moved to game 1 of Golden State Sacramento. So if you box score, the Golden State Warriors come away with the 2-point win, 119-117. We got De'Aaron Fox getting 28 and 8. Sabonis with 20, 12 and 8. Monk struggled with 11, 1 and 5. Klay Thompson dropped 26, 2 and 2. Kuminga dropped 25, 4 and 1. Jordan Poole with 19, 3 and 3. And then Curry with 18, 4, 6 and 3. Wiggins and Draymond both struggled with 10 and 12. They both nearly triple-doubled though. And then we'll move on to game 1 of Memphis versus the Lakers. So I'll view the box score. It was a 118-115 win to the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant put up 30 and 10 with 30 points and 10 assists. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 27 and 6 rebounds. Desmond Bane with 22. Dillon Brooks with 11. King James with 26, 13 and 6. Anthony Davis with 25 and 13. Reeves with 16, 15, 5 and 12 for D'Lo. 14 for Schroeder. And yeah, all the rest are on the struggle bus. And we'll move on to game 1 of Milwaukee versus Miami. We'll view box score. Milwaukee Bucks smoked. It was put nearly a 20-point win, 121-103. With Giannis putting up 27, 13 and 4. Jrue Holiday with 20. Bobby Portis with 18 and 12 rebounds. Jimmy Butler went to work for 28 and 10. Bam dropped 18 and 13 rebounds. Tyler Hero for 18. Move on to Cleveland against the Knicks. Cleveland get the win 97-95 in game 1. Donovan Mitchell 19, 7 and 6. Mobley with a double-double, 18 and 14 rebounds. Julius Randle with 31 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. RJ Barrett with 21 and 11 rebounds. And then you got Philly against Brooklyn. And that Philly took that 128-113. Harden put up 36, 8 and 13 with 4 steals and a block. Embiid put up a double-double with 34 and 16 rebounds. Also 8 assists, so nearly triple-doubled out there. Ben Simmons went to work and put up 21, 7 and 5 with 5 steals. Seth Curry with 19. Mikal Bridges with 16, 5, 5 and 3 steals. So we'll move on to Boston and Atlanta's series. Few box score. Atlanta got the dub over Boston, 126-107. Brogdon 24, Tatum with 19, and Gallinari with 13. Jaylen Brown struggled with only 12. Saddiq Bey top scored with 21 and 2. 19 and 7 for Collins, 18, 5 and 16 assists for Trae Young. So we'll move on to game 2. So we'll simulate game 2. So we look at the series now. It's a 1-1 draw between Denver and Minnesota. 2-0 to Phoenix over the Clippers. 2-0 to Golden State over Sacramento. 2-0 Memphis over the Lakers. 2-0 for Milwaukee over Miami. 2-0 for Cleveland over New York. 2-0 for Philly over Brooklyn. And Boston struggling with the Atlanta Hawks up 2-0 in that series. So we'll go from the east to west this time. So we'll look at the Boston-Atlanta series. Game 2. It was a 1-point win for the Hawks, 120-119. Tatum went off for 44 and 6. Jaylen Brown struggled again with 18. Trae Young went off for 28 and 16 assists, with Murray also getting 18 and Saddiq Bey with 17. And then we move on to the Philly and Brooklyn series and view the box score of that. Philly come away with a 5-point win, 125-120. Embiid with 30 points and 18 rebounds. James Harden with 21, 6 and 15. Remember, this is all on Hall of Fame, guys. Spencer Dinwiddie with 31, 4 and 7. Bridges with 17, 3 and 4. Claxton with a double-double of 16 and 16. And then we move on to Cleveland against New York. Cleveland take the big win, 145-133. Donovan Mitchell put in 42 points with 7 assists. Mobley got the double-double with 25 and 12 rebounds. Garland with the double-double with 20 points and 12 assists. R.J. Barrett dropped 27 points. Julius Randle with 23, 9 and 7. Brunson with 14, 1 and 6. And Mitchell Robinson with 14 and 8. And the Milwaukee-Miami series, we got, it was a blowout in that one, 122-98 win for the Bucks. Giannis dropped 35, 13 and 6. Middleton with 21, 7 and 5. Bobby Portis with 20 points and 7 rebounds. Jimmy Butler struggled with 19, 4 and 7. Tyler Hero with 19, 6 and 4. Victor Oladipo with 13, 3 and 3. Bam picked up a double-double with 12 points and 10 rebounds. Move over to the West, and we'll start with the Memphis Grizzlies and the Lakers. We'll view the box score. Memphis ended up getting the win 138-133. So LeBron's down 2-0 in the first round. In this simulation, Ja Morant with 31, 3 and 9. Desmond Bane with 21. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 21 and 5. Steven Adams with 8 and 10 boards. Yeah, we'll move on. And LeBron for the Lakers dropped a triple-double with 41, 10 and 10, but still wasn't enough to take game 2. And AD with a double-double with 27 and 10. D'Lo with 16 and 1 assist. Beasley with 12. Rui with 11. Schroeder with 10. Bamba got 9 points, 10 rebounds. Reeves with 4 points. He struggled. Vanderbilt with 3 points and 11 rebounds. Memphis are up 2-0 in that series. We go to Golden State and Sacramento. Golden State blew that game out 120-97. De'Aaron Fox with 26, 3 and 6. 12, 2 and 4 for Monk. Sabonis with 11 and 13. So he got a double-double. Klay Thompson with a 30 bomb. 24, 6 and 9 for Curry. 19 for Poole. And Wiggins struggled with 8 points. And we'll move on to the Phoenix Clippers one. KD dropped 31, 11, and 3 and 128, 127 win, so it's only a 1-point win. CP3 dropped 20 points and 9 assists. Booker with 19 and 11 assists, so you got a double-double. Got PG, Paul George dropping 35 and 11 rebounds, so it's a double-double. Kawhi with 22, 4, and 3. Bones Highland with 14. Norman Powell with 13. Westbrook with 10, 4, and 6. And then we got the series with the Denver, Minnesota. It's a tied series. So that means Minnesota got the big 130-106 win over the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon managed 19. Jamal Murray 16, 4, and 4. Go to KCP, 10 points. Thomas Bryant 11. Jokic 11, 6, and 9. And then you got, for the Timberwolves, you got Karl Anthony Towns putting on 34, 8, and 4. Anthony Edwards with 24. Connolly with 23, 6, and 10. So he gets a double-double. So we'll move on to game 3. So it's game 3 of the series. So we'll simulate through. And yeah, so Denver are up. Denver get one back, so it's 2-1. 2-1 to Phoenix. So LA Clippers win one. Then 3-0. So Golden State are sweeping Sacramento. 2-1 to Memphis against the Lakers. 2-1 to Milwaukee. So Milwaukee drop a game to Miami. Cleveland are going for the sweep. 2-1 to Philly and Brooklyn. And then Atlanta gets the 3. So they're looking at the sweep against Boston. So we'll just jump to game 4 and see what happens. So we'll simulate game 4. So we've got 2-2 against Denver and Minnesota. So it's going to more than that's going to go to game 5 and 6. Phoenix and LA Clippers going to go to game 5 and 6. It's a 2-2 draw. Golden State with the sweeper Sacramento. So Golden State are through to the second round. Then Memphis are up 3-1 on the Lakers. Lakers lose by 5. So they're up 3-1. And then Milwaukee up 3-1. Cleveland sweep New York Knicks. 2-2 to Philly and Brooklyn. And 3-1 to Boston. So we'll try and simulate through the first round. So we'll simulate through game. So game 5 of in the West is Denver and Minnesota. Denver's up 3-2. Clippers are coming back against Phoenix. They're up 3-2. And then Memphis lost another game, so it's 3-2 to Memphis over the Lakers. And then Milwaukee ended up winning their series 4-1. Cleveland already swept. Philly are up 3-2 on Brooklyn. And Atlanta are up 3-2 on Boston. So Boston will come back with 2 games. So in the second round at the moment, we've got Milwaukee and Cleveland for their second round matchup. So we'll simulate for game 6 in round 1. So it's 4-2 to Denver. So Denver move on to the second round. It's a 3-3 draw between Phoenix Suns and the Clippers. And it's a 3-3 draw between Memphis and the Lakers. So yeah, Lakers get a big 127-101 win to keep the series alive. So it's going to a game 7. So Memphis versus LA is going to a game 7. Phoenix against the Clippers are going to a game 7. And then we got over here, we got Philly winning 4-2 against Brooklyn. So Philly move on to the second round. And then we got a game 7 between Atlanta and Boston. So we'll simulate the game 7s. Simulate through. So Phoenix end up beating the Clippers 4-3. So we'll view the box score of that. Phoenix Suns get the job done 122-116. Devin Booker went off for 33, 4, and 8. Ayton with 20 and 9. KD with 16, 6, and 3. CP3 with 11, 5, and 13. Move on to the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard put up 32, 7, and 6. Russell Westbrook with the highest scoring game with 25, 3, and 6. Paul George with 13, 4, and 7. But it wasn't enough to get out of the first round. So the Clippers are going home in the first round. And then we'll simulate the next game 7. So it's Memphis against LA. So we'll simulate that one. And the Lakers have been eliminated, so they get eliminated in the first round by Memphis. They went to a Game 7, though, and Morant had to drop a 40 bomb in the final one. Memphis ended up taking it 125 to 118. Ja Morant with 40, 7 and 9. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 18, 3 and 2. Brooks with 17. Desmond Bane with 11. LeBron put up 23, 9 and 13. Anthony Davis put up 20 points and 19 rebounds with 1 assist. 19, 2 and 4 for D'Lo. 14 for Rui. 13 for Schroeder. 11 and 10 for Bamba. Reeves struggled 9, 2 and 5 for Reeves. 9 for Beasley. And no points for Vanderbilt, but 8 rebounds, 2 assists and a steal for him. But the Lakers are going home. So the Lakers are going home. Sacramento are going home. Clippers are going home, and Minnesota are going home from round 1 in the West. And from round 1 in the East, we've got Miami going home, New York going home, Brooklyn going home, and Boston going home. Oh, I didn't look at that one. That was the Game 7, so we'll look at that one. So we'll view box score. So Atlanta Hawks ended up pulling out the upset against Boston with the 128-100 win. 23 points for Jaylen Brown, 17, 5 and 5 for Tatum, 12, 3 and 3 for Smart, Horford with 9, 5 and 3. Then the Hawks, they ended up with Trae Young, 35, 2 and 13, so you got a double-double. 22, 3 and 8 for Murray, Bogdanovich with 13, Clint Capella with a double-double with 12 points and 15 rebounds. So the Hawks move on, so it's going to be Denver Nuggets against the Phoenix Suns, Memphis Grizzlies against Golden State, Milwaukee Bucks against Cleveland Cavs, and Philly 76ers against Atlanta Hawks. So we'll simulate game 1 of those series. So we'll simulate through game 1. So Denver get the 1-0 start. Memphis go up 1-0 over Golden State. Atlanta go up 1-0 over Philly, and I didn't simulate this game. And then Cleveland get the first win of the series against Milwaukee. So we'll simulate game 2. It's 2-0 to Denver, 2-0 to Memphis Grizzlies, 2-0 to Atlanta. The Hawks out of nowhere are up 2-0. And we'll check this game out. And Cleveland are up 2-0. So we'll simulate game 3 of the series. Denver's up 3-0. 2-1 to Golden State. So Golden State pull one back. 138 to 127. So the Warriors get the 138-127 win. Denver beat the Suns 146 to 142. And then we'll look at Atlanta, Philly. Atlanta beat the 76ers 143 to 98. Philly's struggling. And then we'll simulate game 3 of this one. And Milwaukee get one back. The Bucks beat the Cavs 144 to 122. So we'll simulate the game 4. And so, Denver's with the sweep. We'll check the box score of that one. 120 to 82. The Suns struggled in the second round. KD with 21, 8 and 5. 14, 2 and 5 for Booker. 14 for Payne. 12 and 15, so double-double for Ayton, 12 for Warren, 2, 5 and 4 steals for CP3. Jokic dropped 37, 9 and 13 with 3 steals and 3 blocks. Jamal Murray with 24, 6 and 5. Gordon with 13, 8 and 4. So Denver move into the finals. And then it's 2-2 against Memphis and Golden State. Warriors beat Grizzlies 149 to 116 to tie the series. We got Atlanta ended up sweeping Philly. View box score. Atlanta Hawks hit the 114-103 win to finish the series. 34, 5 and 10 from Trae Young. 18, 5 and 2 from Collins. 38 and 13 from Embiid. 15, 6 and 7 from Harden. So Atlanta move on to the finals. So we'll simulate game 4 of this one. And it's 3-1 to the Cavs. So Cavs are up beat the Bucks 130 to 104. So we will simulate. We got Memphis and Golden State and Milwaukee and Cleveland to go. So we'll simulate through this game. Memphis are up 3-2. Grizzlies beat Warriors 110 to 102. We'll go to this one go to the Bucks one. Simulate through, and the Bucks get knocked out 4-1. So we'll view the box score. Giannis dropped 33 and 13 and 7. And the Cavs end up taking the 129-105 win. Bobby Portis with 22 and 9. Middleton with 15. Donovan Mitchell with 32, 3 and 6. Garland with 27, 1 and 11. Jared Allen with a double-double of 15 and 14. So it's going to be a Cleveland-Atlanta final in the East. We'll simulate game 6 of Memphis versus Golden State. So we'll simulate through game 6. Golden State come back with a 114-111 win. So it's going to go to a game 7. So we'll simulate game 7. And Golden State get the job done. 137 to 132 was the final score. Grizzlies, Ja Morant dropped 37, 7 and 17 assists. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 33 points and 6 rebounds. Desmond Bane with 24. Dylan Brooks with only 3 points. Luke Kennard got nothing. And then Steph Curry dropped 38, 9 and 9. So he's 1 rebound and 1 assist off from a triple-double. 25, 4 and 2 for Clay. Jordan Poole with 23, 2 and 2. Wiggins with 16, 5 and 1. Kuminga with 11. Dante with 10. Gary Payton with 8. Looney with 6. Draymond Green with 0, but 10 and still got a double-double because he got 10 rebounds and 13 assists. So it's going to be Golden State, Denver, and it's going to be Cleveland, Atlanta in the finals for the East and the West. So we'll simulate the West finals. So Golden State are up 1-0. Cleveland are up 1-0. So Warriors beat the Nuggets 143 to 134. And the Cavs beat the Hawks 127 to 80. So we'll simulate game 2. And the series are tied. So Nuggets beat Warriors 136 to 100. And Cavs come back and beat the Hawks 111. The Hawks beat the Cavs 111 to 109. So we'll move on to game 3 of the series. Denver's got a 2-1 lead. Nuggets beat the Warriors 133 to 130. So Denver win by 3. And then Cavs beat the Hawks 118-104 to take the 2-1 lead. So we'll move on to game 4. Simulate through. Denver beat the Nuggets, beat the Warriors again, 144 to 119 this time. So to take the 3-1 lead. And the series is tied on the other side. Hawks beat the Cavs 135 to 113 to tie the series up 2-2. So Golden State need to win this game to keep the series alive. So we'll move on to game 5. And yep, Golden State survived. They win game 5. Warriors beat Nuggets 147-121. So it's a 26-point win for Golden State to keep the series alive. And then the Cavs come back in game 5 to beat the Hawks 123 to 116. So Cavs lead at 3-2. So we'll simulate game 6. Simulate through. Oh, and Golden State get bumbled out in 6 games. So a few box score. They lose 114 to 111. Curry dropped 29, 3 and 2. 27, 2 and 3 for Jordan Poole. Kuminga with 16. Draymond Green with 12, 6 and 9. Clay struggled with 8, 5 and 5. Wiggins struggled with 5, 4 and 2. Looney with 6 points and 18 rebounds. Jamal Murray with 26, 3 and 5. Jokic with 23, 14 and 19. So he went out there and got a triple-double. Gordon with 13. MPJ with 12. So the Nuggets are through to the finals. And Hawks beat the Cavs in game 6, 120 to 83 to tie the series 3-3. So it's going to go to a game 7. So we'll simulate game 7. Well, we've got Western Conference Finals MVP, which is Jokic. And it's going to be Eastern Conference Finals MVP of Donovan Mitchell. He put up 29.1 points per game, and Jokic put up 27.8. So, yeah, Cavs end up beating Atlanta 4-3, so we'll check the box score of that. It was a 5-point win to the Cavs, 140 to 135. 41 and 7 and 6 for Donovan Mitchell, 31 1 and 16 for Garland, 18 and 16 for Allen, so it's a double-double. 17 7 and 5 for Mobley. Then we've got Trae Young that dropped 36 8 and 17, so that's a double-double. Sadiq Bey with 26 5 and 5. Murray with 16 3 and 5. Hunter with 16. Collins with 11 9 and 2. So it's going to be a Cavs-Nuggets final. So we'll simulate game one. Simulate through game one. And the Cavs take game one, 119 to 115. MPJ top scored for the Nuggets with 23. 22 3 and 5 for Jamal Murray. 19 and 9 for Thomas Bryant. Jokic was 16, 13, and 11, so another triple-double. Donovan Mitchell dropped 33, 1 and 6. Garland with 17, 2 and 10, so it's a double-double. 16 points and 15 rebounds for Jared Allen, so it's a double-double. Mobley with 13, 12, and 2, so it's another double-double. So the Cavs are up 1-0, so we'll simulate game 2. And the Nuggets get one back, so it's a 1-all set. It's a 1-all draw. Denver win that one 124 to 108. Jamal Murray drops 32, 4 and 7. Jokic gets another triple-double of 28, 12, and 12. MPJ with 13. Gordon with 10, 8, and 4. The Cavs, Karis LeVert 22, 3 and 4. 19, 3 and 15 for Garland, so it's a double-double. Mitchell with 18, 6 and 2. Mobley with 17 and 8. Jared Allen with another double-double, 12 points and 10 rebounds. So we move on to game 3 of a tied series. And the Nuggets get another one. They won 2 in a row. Nuggets win that one 130 to 120. Jared Allen with a double-double, 25 points, 13 rebounds. Mitchell with 22, 4 and 7. Garland with 22 and 10, so it's a double-double. LeVert with 17. Mobley with 14 and 10, so it's a double-double. Then we've got the Nuggets. We've got Jokic dropping 40, 12, and 13, so it's a 40-point triple-double for Jokic. MPJ with 15. Green with 13. Gordon with 12. Murray with 11, 2 and 7. So I'll move on to game 4. Simulate through game 4, and it's 2-all. So the Cavs come back 143 to 125. So it's a huge win for the Cavs. 31, 3 and 10 for Mitchell. 28, 6 and 11 for Garland. So Garland and Mitchell both put up double-doubles. Jared Allen with 24 points and 10 rebounds. So it's another double-double. And then you got 21 points for LeVert and 15 points and 11 rebounds for Mobley. So it's another double-double. And you got the Nuggets with Jokic getting 26 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists. So he backs up his triple-doubles with a double-double. Jamal Murray with 22, 4 and 7. Gordon with 15. Jackson with 15. KCP with 12. MPJ struggled with 10. So I'll move on to game 5. And the Nuggets come back to lead the series 3-2. 109 to 86. Is that Reggie Jackson? It is Reggie Jackson. So Reggie Jackson's on the Nuggets. Oh, buzzy. 22 points for Reggie Jackson. 18, 15, and 12 for Jokic. So Jokic is back to his triple-double form. KCP with 17. Jamal Murray with 14. Thomas Bryant with 11 and 12 rebounds. So you got a double-double. MPJ with 9. Aaron Gordon with 8 points. So they both struggled. And we've got Donovan Mitchell for the Cavs. He dropped 32, 4 and 5. 18 and 10 for Mobley. So it's a double-double. Allen with 16 points, 12 rebounds. So it's a double-double. Darius Garland struggled with 7-3, but he dimed 15 assists out there. But it still wasn't enough because the Cavs are down 3-2. We're going to Game 6 of the finals, of the 2023 finals. And the NBA champions for this year are going to be the Denver Nuggets by the simulation on Hall of Fame by 2K out here. And we got Nikola Jokic getting a Finals MVP with 25.7 points per game, 13.2 rebounds per game, and 10.8 assists per game. So the Nuggets end up winning the series 4-2. They end up winning the last game 124-120. Even though Donovan Mitchell put up a 47.11 rebounds and 10 assists with a triple-double, still wasn't enough. 19 points for Mobley, 15 for Garland, 11 for LeVert, 9 for Jared Allen. Rubio was 7, Lopez was 6. And then you got Nuggets out here, they got the job done. They got MPJ came back with top scoring game of 29 points. Jokic with 26, 15, and 9, so he still had a double-double. Gordon was 17, 7, and 6. Murray with 14, 2, and 8. And that will wrap it up. That will wrap up the video. As if you're liking this type of content, don't forget to put a like on the video. And for all you new viewers out there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as I'm on that road to 1,000 subs. And I appreciate every single one of you that that subscribe button. Anyway, that's NZ Blasian out, and we'll catch you in another video. As that's NZ Blasian out.